Hello, everyone, and welcome to the concession stand here on the KB Radio Network. I am your host, Kevin Reed, and this is the review of a Minecraft movie, our latest addition to the video game adaptation world. This film stars Jason Momoa, Jack Black, Danielle Brooks, and Emily Myers. It is directed by Jared Haas, who gave us such classics as Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre. And this film, four mischiefs are pulled through a portal into a cubicle world that thrives on imagination, having no choice but to master the world while embarking on a journey with an experienced crafter named Steve. This is, of course, based on the ever popular video game Minecraft, which first debuted in 2011. This is full disclosure, not a game that I have ever played. I have never embarked on playing Minecraft. My kids have. Matter of fact, my kids play it now, and they're in their 20s. They still play that. That's their generation. I'm not knocking it, it just wasn't for me. So me going into this game, going into this film, I wasn't looking for Easter eggs or little nods to the fans of the Minecraft lore. And so I'm just watching this movie as a moviegoer, fully aware that I probably I'm probably going to miss 80% of the references that's going to be thrown at me throughout this film. But I was willing to give it a shot. And that's in spite of the fact that when I first saw the trailer drop a few months back, I was not interested at all. This this trailer for this film, if anything, made me not want to see it. It just did not hook me at all. And so, needless to say, I had zero expectations going into this film. Zero expectations. As I mentioned before, the director of this film, Jared Haas, he gave us Napoleon Dynamite, which is a cult classic, if you will. A very funny movie. And Nacho Libre is one of those sneaky good movies. That's actually my favorite film of his, Nacho Libre, which starred Jack Black. So they reunite for this film. And I must say, my expectations, as little as they were pretty much met. I had zero expectations, and nothing really grabbed me about this film. Was it interesting? Yeah, it's interesting, but it feels like the screenplay just was pieced together as they were filming this movie. It didn't look like a well thought out film. And the little bit that I do know about Minecraft and my level of research regarding Minecraft consisted of me walking past my daughters playing it for about 5 minutes and me not understanding nothing that was going on and me continuing on my walk to the other room. That's my level of research. I knew nothing about Minecraft. I know the basics, how they build here and do this, that, and the third. And okay, all that makes a little sense. I can see where that might be fun, but it's just not my jam. And the movie did the same thing. How I felt about the game, watching it, fair or unfair, watching it for a few minutes and getting immediately bored with it and moving on is how I felt here. The first 5 to 10 minutes of this movie, I was like, man, this is not going to work, but I had to constantly remind myself, look, you're not the audience. You're not the target audience for this film. Just try to enjoy it. So I sat there and I tried to enjoy it. There were elements of this movie that I did like. It wasn't a dumpster fire of a film. It was not the worst movie I've seen this year, but As far as it being this just awesome take on the Minecraft property, to whereas I wanted to run home and grab the controller out of my daughter's hand and start playing it myself. That didn't happen. The good elements of this film, first and foremost, Jason Momoa and Jack Black, not individually, but together. I love the chemistry between Jason Momoa and Jack Black. Something that I never thought in a million years that I would enjoy watching, but I got it anyway. Those two have some real good chemistry. I mean, if you was to tell me that they were best friends in real life, I would 100% believe it. I wouldn't challenge it at all because they just bounced off of each other so well. And those two actors, you know, by all accounts, never met them in person, but from everything that I've seen throughout their careers, they just seem like just cool dudes. Jason Momoa is the definition of cool, and Jack Black just looks like a chill guy. So it just worked. I love the dynamic between the two. Separate, Jack Black is Jack Black, and I'm a fan of Jack Black. I even watched that dumb Christmas movie he did around Christmas last year. What was it? He played Satan. Satan Calls or something like that. Dear Satan, whatever it was. Dumbest movie I've seen involving Christmas, but I watched it because he was in it. I wanted to see it. I will watch anything he's in. One of the reasons why I watched this movie, I wanted to see Jack Black, and you get what you pay for. Jack Black is cool, but it just he's the same, man. He's just the same in every single movie. The silly, goofy, irrelevant character that he normally plays. The rest of the cast, the kids were all right. The two child actors, they were all right, which I'm assuming they are the targeted demographic of this film. And so it seems like they were a little invested in it, whereas the adult cast, they just seemed like they were going through the most motions. It just, I don't know, man. It just fumbled. This movie just fumbled this way to the end, and you had a couple of characters in here that were 100% pointless. Number one, Jennifer Coolidge, who is a queen, man. I love Jennifer Coolidge, but she was wasted in this movie. It was really pointless for her character. She had a pointless role in this movie. I don't know why we spent as much time with her with her character, but we got it. Okay, whatever. Then we get to the end, the third act. The third act just turned into this special effects adventure action sequence, and and this coming from me, who just loves all that, everything I just described, but it didn't have any substance to it. And this movie had a lot of special effects, of course, and the special effects looked really good. That's one of my positives. I really enjoyed looking at the special effects, the visual effects, the world that was built here. It looked good in parts. There were some scenes where it was like, that didn't go off too well, but overall, there was more good than bad, and so kudos on that. But yeah, it's entertaining. There's a lot of action in it. I give you that. A lot of goofy action, but it was action nonetheless. I mean, if you want to turn your brain off, this is the sheer definition of turn your brain off and just watch it. This is the movie. This is the movie. Don't go here looking for substance. Don't go here looking for a message. Don't go here looking for great acting and whatnot. This is just a fun time, and I think kids will enjoy it, but if you're an adult and you never played the games, you're probably going to be lost. If not, maybe it was just me. I just, like I said, completely honest, I'm not a Minecraft guy. I just never got into it. I don't know anything about this world, literally. And I know nothing about these characters. I know the character that Jack Black plays in this movie, Steve, is the character in the movie. So I mean, in the game. So I know that much about it, and that's the extent of my knowledge of Minecraft. But overall, I did like Jason Momoa and Jack Black friendship dynamic, their chemistry. I liked the visual effects for the most part, and the action was pretty good, you know. And there were a couple of funny scenes in here that actually made me chuckle a couple of times. In contrast, the screenplay just it was a mess. It was a mess, and there were some wasted characters that we didn't need to spend as much time with that we end up spending in this movie. But I would say it is watchable. You know, even if you're not a fan of this property, I think it's worth a watch. A Minecraft movie gets a letter grade of a C minus. Yeah, it's all right. It's fine, you know. It's not gonna offend you in any way. You know what I'm saying? Movies that are bad. They're so bad you feel offended by it. You want to email or send a letter to the producers or the studio, like, how could you release this? You know, it wasn't that. You know, it was just like, okay. You sat there and you at the end, you're like, okay. That's fine. I don't need to see it again, and I don't need to see it again. But I would love to know, what did you think of a Minecraft movie? Did if you checked it out, did you enjoy it? Did it live up to your expectations? If you're a Minecraft fanatic, I would love to know. Email the show, kbradiopodcast@gmail.com. You can also search for the show on all social media platforms. Just search for the KB Radio Network. Also, don't forget about YouTube. Subscribe to the KB Radio Network channel to get more reviews like this, and like this video if you don't mind. Don't forget about the 5 stars, the reviews, and sharing this show if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you are currently listening to the concession stand here on the KB Radio Network. Everybody, thank you for joining me for this review of a Minecraft movie. Want you all to know that I love you, continue to love everyone, and until we speak again, you all be blessed.